death, but it says we're live.
I have it open on another tab, muted, so I'm gonna double check.
That's smart to mute it because I hate to hear myself.
The one time my friend was watching. Okay, so it was like vlogception because my friend was watching a stream that I was doing while doing a clip for her video. So I heard myself talking through watching her video, and I'm like,
yeah. It's also why
it was so weird.
I never watch these back. So I really apologize if anyone ever asks a question. And I honestly, I'm so terrified of having someone just hate everything that we do, that it would bring me down. So I'm like, I'm going to live in a perfect universe where everyone just loves us implicitly. Hopefully those are the right words, but you all know what I mean.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. We are doing Tackling the TBR Volume 3. So basically, we're just talking about books. I do know that we had originally discussed possibly talking about Ruthless Vows. Words. I did not finish it. Alicia was way better than I was. So I can talk up to where I was. But if we could just not spoil it, I'd appreciate it.
I'm not spoiled. I just liked the first one this much more than the second one.
I'm about 120 pages in, and I have that same feeling. And I think
it's not bad, but it feels extra long for no reason.
Because they're not together or they're not communicating back. At least that's what I've come up with, because I noticed the same thing. I was just reading it and I'm going, God, this is so long. And that was only at 100 pages.
But compared to the first one, it's only 50 pages longer. It's not even that much longer than the first one.
So I need them to fall in love again, and just be back where they were. And
where are you at, if you don't mind me asking?
So I just started, I believe it's part 2.
Okay.
So she's still Alouette number 1.
So she could talk to him. Yeah.
I have so many theories, guys. I should have had my book handy.
Message me. I will
laugh at me being like, Jen.
No, I think it's so much fun when when people theory craft. I think it's so much fun. Sometimes that's more fun than the actual answer.
Right? So yeah, I'll have to let you know, because I had a wild one pop up. They were just based on some things that were being said. I was just interesting.
I'm not giving anything away, but I think she was inspired by the Eurydice myth.
Yay! I don't know what that myth is, so that helps.
Yeah,
don't tell me about it.
I'm not going to spoil it. I promise. I'm not going to spoil it. But maybe it's just because I saw the musical that they based off of that myth. And some of the things that happen in book 2, I'm like, there's no way she wasn't inspired by Eurydice and all that stuff. I'll explain once you finish reading it. I promise.
Thank you. I know you had mentioned the Persephone and Hades correlation that you felt
in the beginning, yeah.
And I think that's what I was trying to explain last time, but totally did not grab that as the reason why. So that helped out immensely.
I think it's just because I used to read all of the myths and stuff when I was a kid.
See, and I didn't. So all of that stuff goes completely over my head, and I'm just what? This came out of nowhere, and everyone else is like, I saw this coming miles away. So all good things. But yeah, kind of the point of these live streams, the Tackling the TBR, and we are going to have another one. I may have to yell at my cat. The one that chews wires is very close to the wire for my little light here. I'm just try and keep her away from it. Nope. without yelling. But yeah. Let's see. I only made it to read 2. Oh, that's okay. You're way ahead of schedule, because I think
that's fine. That's gonna be my next pickup.
Yeah, I have that. It just came through for me. Sorry if you can see my sweaty arms. But yeah, here's middle of May.
What do the pages look like on yours? Okay, you got the same one I did then. Okay.
Mine says.
What do the end pages look like?
Oh, they're so pretty. They're little.
I know. Then you got the same exact copy I did. Okay. I wasn't sure because I saw one from like Waterstones, and the sprayed edges on the Waterstones one is so pretty.
Yeah, Waterstones needs to ship
But it's so
internationally.
expensive because of the shipping.
Yeah.
That's why I don't buy from them.
I haven't bought the Carrie Maniscalco one. I know I'm going to, simply because I haven't
gotten it yet either. I'm waiting to see if it goes on like sale.
Will it? Okay, good to know.
Well, this weekend there's a 25% off pre-order thingy
for Barnes & Noble or for Waterstones. Text it to me.
For Barnes & Noble, I believe.
Oh, good. Then I need to figure out which books I need to pre-order.
Well, I just had to order a friend's book through Blackwell's because her first book in the series got an American publisher, so she got a UK copy because she's from the UK. She got a UK publisher. She has a UK publisher and an American publisher, but they didn't publish. She doesn't have a publisher in America for book 2, so I had to get it from the UK so I can read the rest of the story. Because
yeah,
why only pick up one book? I don't understand, but whatever.
Books through December. Dang it! Oh. Well, hopefully, just let her know how important you're saving money at 25% off. You know, let her talk to me. I'm an enabler.
Well, so we can tag team to like talk to her on your behalf.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's honestly sometimes it's how I have to look at it. I try to wait for a sale, and then I'm just like, it could have been full price. 1, 2, it could have been drugs. So you know what?
Right. That's my thing. And my other thing is I always try to find it like secondhand if possible. Like tomorrow, the big thing tomorrow is we're going to the big bookstore in the town that I'm visiting. It's 4 stories, and it's all used books and some brand new. But like, I'm bringing 3 boxes of books to exchange, so I'm hoping that.
Yeah, good luck. I hope they take it all.
Me too, because I'm reorganizing because I got new bookshelves, so I'm reorganizing, and it's a mess.
Right. To your comment, Liz, sometimes, and maybe this is just me, I'm like weirdly into sheets. I have discovered it organizes things very well. So maybe it'll help. Maybe your mom is a visual person. And what I would do is I would write down the book that I want. I would write down what it normally costs. And then I would write down the price that I would buy it at. And then add all of that up at the side and be like, look, I saved $300 by buying this sale. Don't look at the $300 that I spent, but I saved $300. I don't know if that'll help. I just working in insurance and customer service, sometimes a visual helps some people. So,
or if she needs a graph, you can graph it out on sheets.
True. It's the quantity book. Yeah, I'm being honest with you. My dad, when he sees packages come, he's like, Jen, another one. And I'm just like, look, my book boxes are like months behind. They're catching up. I don't have to tell him that I'm buying special editions.
My favorite was when I sent you a copy of Northanger Abbey and your dad yelled at you.
Spreadsheets are so good, right? Let me just tell you, I love a good spreadsheet. I don't know why. Maybe it's the old lady in me. Keeps everything.
I'm doing now that I'm redoing my shelves, like spreadsheet, the read versus unread.
Oh yeah, I'm
trying to do the low buying year.
Oh, that went out the window. I tried it.
I only have 9 books on pre-order for the whole entire year. So
I tried to do low buying for these diamond painting things. Then they had a sale. Then I reached their top tier and they gave me a coupon. Then they had free shipping.
Well, that's what I was just saved all my birthday coupons for like when a book is coming up, because sometimes, like especially for like Harlequin, they let you use the coupon for 4 months. So like I used the coupon for like Julie's book that's coming out in.
That is the one that I need to remember to pre-order. Text it to me.
Okay. Pre-order it now because it's available. They're both available now on the Harlequin website, and they're cheaper.
I already had the Harlequin one through Barnes & Noble for the last time they did their 25%. I hope it was about the same price. I should have done the large print now that I'm thinking about it because my eyes are terrible.
That's why I go. That's the only reason I still go through the Harlequin website is because they offer large print.
Okay.
That's literally it.
How do you low buy? Ooh. I count. Okay, so here's my book math. 8 books in a series is 1 book that you purchased.
Yes.
Done. Your mom might not agree with this. So sorry.
But it works. This will make you very happy, Liz. I'm doing this. I'm reading Northanger. We're reading Northanger Abbey because our discussion is on the 24th.
Yes.
I'm so
I got
excited.
in here early today, and I hope I did.
I'm so excited.
Right. Northanger Abbey.
This is my old copy from like when I was 12. My mom bought me the copies. So this is like all yellowed and stuff.
But what was I gonna say?
I also have
go ahead.
This behemoth that can murder someone.
Oh yeah. I finally got to chapter like 6. Let me just tell you.
I'm on 4.
There are 45 chapters in that book, so I need to read 2 a day. Let me just tell you, chapter 5 to get to 6 must have been 1,000,000 pages. I'm sure.
Let me see.
Because it was a doozy.
Well, I was messaging him and I'm like, because I read the prologue, I'm like, wait, what are you doing here, PL? Wait, what's happening?
You're not allowed to do this.
I'm like, what is going on?
But Liz, I bought a book recently that I thought you might like that we may end up doing later if other people agree with it. It's called The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. Mm-hmm. Does it sound? Is that one that you want to read too?
Yeah, I don't own it yet. That's on the list of possible looking for while we're at the store tomorrow.
Oh, there was a Fairy Loot special edition that was stunning, and then I read the description.
All of her Fairy Loot editions are freaking gorgeous. I don't even have Fairy Loot, and I want them.
And they were so pretty that I was reading the description. And I'm like, you know what? This one has some historical value in it, and I feel like we could get Liz with this. I don't think there's a lot of romance, but there might be enough of it.
And it's World War I, I believe.
Do what?
And it happens in World War I.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It sounded very interesting.
Yes, I like her writing because I read her Bear and the Nightingale.
Yes. I did like her Bear and the Nightingale series. Yeah. I read it a while ago. And I read it in my 3-speed days, so don't ask me about it, but I do remember.
I'm gonna reread it because I read it through the library. I want to kind of get a physical copy and like just read it slowly.
Notes document on my tab.
I have to give PL credit. At least he doesn't type it in really small font, which I appreciate.
That's nice.
Like this isn't like at least it's readable font.
True. I have to have Alexa read it to me, or I'll just be like.
Honestly, I'm so shocked she doesn't fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like because of the terms in this one, I'm just like, how did you get that? But like when it says like Henry IV, you say Henry IV.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't understand.
Some of the things that she got Atalantics down. I was just like, out of all the words, that's the one you know. And then when it's like ghost, she goes OST. And I was like, OST? You can say Atalantics, but OST is hard for you?
And then she says it really loud because it's capitalized.
Yeah. She actually was pretty good with inflections. I was really impressed with her. I was just like, no, you're not terrible. But yeah, I don't blame you.
But then the basic stuff she gets wrong.
Yeah. For Ruthless Vows, we can talk more about it if you were able to get it. I don't know if you got it and then just kind of pushed it for some other things, which
and the audio is on Hoopla if you have access to Hoopla.
For Ruthless Vows?
Yes. It's on Hoopla.
Really loud.
It's on Hoopla, and if you have access to what used to be Scribd, it's on it too. It's now Everend or something. They named it something really weird, and I still call it Scribd because it's just in my head as Scribd.
They are expensive. I'm so sorry.
But honestly, getting the audiobook anymore is cheaper than buying and hardcover.
A lot of times will wait for the Kindle to become a sale, and then I'll get the Kindle audiobook combo. And
yeah, that's what I do.
Basically.
And for like $7, you get both.
You would think that it would translate really well. You are right. Is now Everend. Yes, that sounds familiar. I know that Nicole mentioned it, and I was like, sure, yeah, got it.
If you need access to my account, I can give it to you.
Okay.
I'll remember my password because I don't remember.
I'll have to keep you posted on that one.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying physically reading it, but at the same time, sometimes if I get in a
I'm not rushing you, but if you need access to like an audiobook, and they have it on
very possible. Yeah. I will keep it in mind though.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry if you guys can hear dinging. I don't know how to turn off these notifications.
You're popular this evening.
People are texting, and I'm just like, why? Why? I got the audiobook. Oh, yeah. I just figured out how to finally get my Hoopla for my main library to work, which is the bigger library, so it has a lot of the newer stuff. And I thought I checked for it, but I don't think they did.
I use my uncle's address, and I have access to the Philadelphia library.
Nice. I think the reason why I didn't do the audiobook, because I considered getting an Audible, was because I was trying to annotate it. Although, and this is how I also agree with you that I'm not as into it, is I'm not highlighting as much.
I'm not highlighting. I did it with the first one, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was bad. It's just I liked the first one more.
You know what? If I ever have kids, I know that cursive is no longer a thing that they have to learn. My kids will suffer through it. Okay.
Yes, we had to.
We had to
through it. Please, I know people my brother's age, and my brother's in his 20s that don't know how to sign their signature.
How ridiculous is that? Yeah, the fact that they can't.
It's not their fault. How ridiculous is that? And they need to. Okay, I just had this conversation the other day. You need to bring back the math class where it was like the math you need to survive. Like
the finances.
Yeah, the balancing a checkbook, how to apply for a loan, or what like the basic stuff. But no, you have to retake that class. Who the frig is going to use calculus? No one, unless you're a friggin' mathematician. No offense to people who like calculus.
I recently discovered my grades from back in the day. So everything was not great. Reading was at the bottom. It was my worst grade. Math, they said, you excel and should be put into higher classes. I don't know what it is about. My brain is really weird. I'm going to be fully honest with you guys.
Everybody's brain is weird.
Numbers just make sense to me. But also, fun little
story. I'm the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm good at the math you need to survive. It's when you start putting letters in with numbers, I'm out.
Yeah. And I don't know if I remember any of that anyways, but yes. But there's something where, like, if you're right hand, which I do write with my right hand, you're supposed to be, I don't know if it's like right brain dominant, but I feel like I'm better at things that my left brain does.
I'm more autistic, so like I'm left-handed. So maybe
that's the craziest thing. I didn't even know.
It's one of those neurological things that I find really interesting.
Yeah. To find out exactly. Yes.
It's, like, I saw one kid, he's like 20, he's not a kid, but like younger than me. He's like 24. He put an X. I'm like, sir, no.
That's not a signature. That's not a valid document, my friend.
No. You need to sign like a lease agreement. You need a signature. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm losing feeling in my one leg. Maybe. And I mean, I know a lot of stuff you have like digital signatures where you just type it out, and that's understandable. But for like some documents when you have to physically sign something.
Like when you go out to eat and you have to sign for, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like people don't know how to tip anymore.
And I also don't understand and then like some people like to write in cursive still. I work in a particular system where the ancient of the ancients, and I'm talking like 90s, pushing hundreds, will put in a request and they write it out in cursive. And lucky for me, I still recognize cursive enough to be able to read it.
There's some of it though, like there's certain, when I had professors, like they would write it so fast that I'm like, I know cursive, but what is that?
Right?
What is that?
Right?
My grandmother writes very slowly too, so it makes it easier to tell what she's actually trying to say.
Yeah. Or tap to pay. That's also true.
It's just
Yeah.
like it got rid of the math you need to survive. Like I think I was the last grade that learned about loans and housing and how housing, and then they got rid of it. Like my brother's 6 years younger than me. I had no idea. The only reason he knew is because my mom and my dad taught him.
True, yeah.
It's not.
Valid point, Shannon.
But yet they make you do statistics and stuff that you never used. I literally haven't used half the math classes I took since I graduated high school.
That's also true. I think they should have more like Excel classes. I would like something.
Yes, thank you. I still don't understand Excel.
I had a guy,
and I'm in my 30s.
For work, he was just like, so how fluent are you with Excel? And I'm like, well, I use sheets, but don't ask me to like how to like combine them to do anything. I can create the sheet, but I can't get it to do fancy stuff. And so,
here's the funny thing. I think sheets formulas are easier to remember than Excel formulas.
Yeah. And boy, yeah, for sure. All right. I am gonna quietly cut us off real fast because for anyone that watches hockey, you may have heard that the Phoenix Coyotes are being sold. So tonight is their last home game, and I kind of would like to
who did they get sold to?
Utah. Do they even have a hockey team in Utah? No, but now they do. So reasons.
That's weird.
So, yeah, real quick, Alicia, besides Northanger Abbey and finishing Ruthless Vows, what have you been reading?
This chunk.
Oh, that's right. You did say this.
This chunk. And I've been reading a lot of like kids graphic novels that I've been having a good time with.
Oh, nice. Because I got access to the hoops for my main library.
Yes.
Discovered that they have quite a few more of the special editions that I have. So I recently read Lightlark, which actually was really good. I know a lot of people
heard really bad things. I was kind of, when I saw you were reading it, I'm like, she's gonna be my like litmus test if I'm gonna hate this or love this or not.
So I loved it, but I think a lot of people bombed it initially was because someone in the publishing department decided to say that this was similar to ACOTAR. And you know your Sarah J. Maas fans are going to be ridiculous.
Well, I wish they would stop that like marketing of like everything's Game of Thrones or everything's ACOTAR. You know what I mean? It gives people the wrong expectations, and then they do. And it's valid that they didn't have a good time with it because they went in with the wrong expectations.
Right.
That's a marketing problem. That's not
that's not the author. Yeah, and people were like, the book hadn't even come out and they were all like putting it 1 stars, and I'm like, this is a debut author. Like, I would be devastated. I'd never read another book in my life.
It's happening to someone I know. She got reviewed wrong, and yeah, I'll tell you like offline. It's nothing bad. It's getting fixed now, but she got review bombed because a fellow author is a racist.
That's not good.
Without going into detail.
And I don't think Utah is big hockey area. They don't even have a hockey stadium, so not sure how that's going to work, but they've got a couple months to figure that out. For sure. But yeah, so Lightlark, I've been doing a lot of audiobooks, which is why physically reading kind of took a slight hit. I am reading, God, I keep going backwards, Ruthless Vows. I am also reading Lord and King. I'm going to be starting Northanger Abbey here pretty soon.
I'm so excited to get your thoughts on it because you haven't read this one. It's Northanger Abbey.
Don't put too much hopes on it just because.
No, I'm just curious.
A lot of older books tend not to be Jen's arena.
Well, that's why I thought this one, it's shorter and it's like really, really funny. Like it's just think of it as like a telenovela, but like in a gothic town. It's just she's so ridiculous that it's funny.
Sorry, I gotta take a picture of my cat. She's got her legs crossed. I'll show you guys.
Like she's obsessed with books, so she assumes that this house she's staying at.
She's got her little front paws crossed. She does that.
Like, Sorry, she assumes that like the place she's staying at is like this gothic novel that she's reading, so she's very over dramatic, and it's really funny.
Hey, I'll give it a shot. she is the cutest of the cute. I'm not going to even lie.
Mhm.
But yeah, I know I said that I was going to be trying to read a lot more Megan Quinn. I've bought a lot of Megan Quinn, but I haven't necessarily read any of it. So hopefully I will do that. If anything, I'll probably end up doing that on my cruise. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to drop anything that they're reading that they think we should be reading.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I need some inspo because I'm kind of just
Make it short. Can't be a long one.
Yes.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just put up the next one. So I know we just did Tackling the TBR. We are going to do one again in 2 weeks. Just I know kind of coming up for anyone in school, the end of the semester can be very hectic, and getting into the summer can be a lot. So I wanted to give everyone just a little bit of extra time. The one after this will be The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo, and then we will have another Tackling the TBR.
The 15th, right? Is
the 15th, yeah. So the first, and then the 15th is The Familiar, and then I believe it's the 29th is Tackling the TBR 5.
Yes.
And then it's unofficial, but Alicia, super sorry to bomb this on you. June is going to be the month of Julianne Lindsey.
I know. I figured that was coming. I just didn't know if it was going to be June or July because they're short, and I didn't know if we were still going on.
Yeah, it is going to be June, and then for most of July we'll be off. I asked Nicole if she wanted to possibly.
It kind of works out because July is kind of like crazy for me.
Crazy. She did
nothing bad. It's just like families coming to visit, and
Oh yeah.
Everybody has off in July, it seems. So.
For sure. We will, if you're okay with it, Alicia, as well, have one in July. It will be the last day because it's Nicole's birthday and it falls on that.
Yes.
And so that'll just be Tackling the TBR and happy birthday.
And I'll be doing Jane Austen July. So even though we'll be going on a hiatus on this channel, I'll still be doing Jane Austen.
Over to you. Nice. Okay.
I'll send you all the stuff for like the thumbnails and stuff.
Oh my gosh, Liz, you've read so much. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Banana Cream Pie Murder's cute. I really like that one.
Nancy Drew.
I love a Nancy Drew.
Lore Olympus. I need to do that. So volume 1 and 2, we got to catch up with you by next month. Okay.
Can we do that? Because I have the first 4. I don't have the 5th one yet because it hasn't gone on sale.
After Ruthless Vows, and Alicia, you can get started ahead of time, although since you're on vacation, it might be a little bit hard.
Yeah, I can get started in May.
The French Widow. Why does that sound familiar? Okay. Volume 3. Okay, so maybe we should just read the first 4, Alicia.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the 5th one to come in paperback because everywhere that I normally shop only has it in hardback, and all my other ones are from paperback, so I don't want it to
True.
That bugs me. So I know that's stupid, but it kind of bugs because they're so heavy as paperbacks because the graphic novels.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, and I originally was buying books and I'm like, I don't care, whatever becomes like available. And then I started going through my library and I like started looking at them and it like irritated me. Like, you're the wrong kind.
Specifically with graphic novels, I don't know why. I prefer them in paperback because they're easier to hold.
Oh no. Okay, so we just have to read up to 3 and then we'll just have to wait for the next time that you're allowed to just binge it all. Next time it happens, create an Excel sheet. Visualize the savings. I don't know if that'll help.
And send it to us and we'll have an excuse and nobody can get in trouble. You can't get in trouble because we'll send it to you.
True. Exactly. All right. Well, I am going to cut it off here unless anyone else wants to say or do anything. I don't know. So I plugged our next 2. So the next live stream will actually be next Wednesday on Alicia's channel. Sorry about that words. So Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This is going to be in the afternoon. So 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. So check us out there. And then a week after that, we are going to be back here again doing Tackling the TBR 4, where hopefully we'll have finished Ruthless Vows and then Lure Olympus 1 through 3. I feel like it's doable, but also... I have
to find my Lure Olympus because I literally have all my books in boxes because I've been rearranging and my bookshelves are all over the place.
Well, go find that box. Alicia, come on. They probably have it. They might have it, the digital version of it, which is lovely, but also an option.
It is an option for sure.
Oh my God, she's so cute. So I love it when she crosses her paws. I get way too.
It's so neat. My boxer used to do that when I had her. I had her for 13 years. I used to call her my little lady because that's all she would do was cross her front paws.
If I could get a tiara on her and to do that, it would make my whole life. But also, she would lose her mind.
We used to put her in my brother's old hockey jersey, so she would be the hockey team mascot with one of my brother's hockey jerseys. It was so cute.
That's awesome.
She never liked clothes, but like she would wear a hockey jersey. She didn't care about the hockey jersey. Everything else, she's like, no. A hockey jersey, she was fine.
Hey, at least she wears the most important clothing, okay? That's
exactly.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it here. It's been lovely catching up with everyone. Sorry to rush. The next time I don't think we'll have to rush as much. Although right now is probably a good time. We should have kept it longer since you're a little earlier, but
okay.
I hate keeping you up late just because honestly, I did something at work, my schedule a little bit. I don't think I'm going to keep it. So if they'll let me go back, I will. Because honestly, I get off at 4:30 now and it's only an hour difference.
But that short period of time really affects it. Yeah.
I was ready for bed. I was just like 7 p.m. I was sure it was midnight. I'm like, let's go. So my old body just can't handle anything anymore.
I'm in my pajamas by like 7:30 now. I'm a grandma.
I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honestly, even in interviews, I'm like, I'll look nice from here up, and I'll have like sweatpants on underneath.
PJ bottoms. For sure. It's always so good. That's why I didn't want to like drop it down to one book a month. I'm like, that's so sad. So let's just kind of read what we want and do all that.
But we also didn't want to stress everybody out.
Also that too. Okay, so I never know. But you guys also, because I was thinking about this, like sometimes you have like really late stuff. I always think of football, and football for me sometimes starts at like 6 p.m. on Sundays, which is 9 o'clock your time. I'm like, you guys stay up.
It's nuts.
I don't know how you survive. My body just, you must be night owls, because I'm a morning bird, or whatever they call it. I don't know. Jen's been not drinking, but also functioning not great.
I feel you on that. I've just been like sleeping.
Thanks for popping in. Late owl for sure. Okay, so then I won't worry too much about it then. But if anyone ever gets tired, just be like, you're going too long, Jen. Shut it and move on. All right. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that we're wrapping it up. We're kind of keeping it as short as we can today just because I got a hockey game on the telly.
Enjoy the hockey for me, because I can't watch it because the state doesn't like hockey. So even though they have a hockey team, I have to listen on the Sirius XM radio, my hometown.
That's crazy. All the time. I feel you there. The change between cold and hot has me doing basically the same thing. So the fact that
I'm so hot, I'm just like, I don't want to do shit.
It's madness.
It's insane. Like today, this weekend, even though I'm not home, it's going up to like 90 degrees this weekend. I'm like,
it's 90 here.
What is happening? It's not even the summer yet. What is happening?
This is usually the time Arizona starts its uphill battle towards 120. And
then like 3 days later, it was 40 degrees and my allergies were going bonkers.
That is also what's killing me. It goes from 90 to 40 to 90 to 60 to 90 to 80.
I'm afraid to like pack up my clothes because the weather changes so much.
Yeah, I can't handle it. I think that's also part of why my body is just like, can we stop? Like, if Mother Nature and I could have a conversation,
if she can make up her mind, please
settle it out. Until the snow. Where do you live, Liz? We all need to move there. But also, the 1 to 2 months where it's hot, is it a humid heat? Because I've discovered
the humidity here is disgusting. Like the humidity, it could be like 80 degrees and we'll have to talk, Liz, because I grew up like right outside PA.
Nice. That's awesome. I think I visited Pennsylvania once, and I think that was the day that I discovered what a humid heat was. People were like, at least it's a dry heat. And I'm like, hot is hot. And then I experienced a humid heat, and I'm like,
the humidity is disgusting.
I will take 120 degrees of dry heat over 100 degrees with 90% humidity. Nope. You lost, Jen. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. But I think, let me get through my end where I'm going to say that I don't feel like I got it all, because I never do.
You always get it all, though.
I know, but I really just write it down so then I can be like, no, I said it all.
Bullet point.
Bullet point number 1. Thank you, Alicia, for joining me and being a wonderful co-host. Thank you, everyone in the comments for joining us today. Thank you, everyone on the replay for watching us later. Don't forget to like the video. If there's a book that, oh God, there it goes. Let's do this one. No, it's this. You got to end the show with fireworks, friends.
Yeah, woo!
So, and also for any of you Swifties out there, I heard that the new album has leaked. I will not be listening to it until it releases on the East Coast, and then I will help crash Apple so that I can listen to it. But yes, don't forget to like the video. Oh God, I'm gonna do it again. Don't forget to like the video.
Thank you for everybody watching currently and whoever watches the replay.
Yep. If you don't see a book in the description box, which I think I have at least through June, I'm pretty sure July says off, or at least July is to be determined, just because I hadn't talked to Nicole when I created it.
Yeah.
TBD. Good. All right. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. You have a lovely rest of your evening. Apparently there's a Barnes & Noble sale coming up, so buy all the books. Liz, tell your mom that Jen approved it. So
Liz, make a wish list, and you will have an excuse. We can send you stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. All right. Well, we are going to end it here. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. Bye.